we live?
You said we were alive.
I do not feel unalive.
We are live and live. So hit your buttons and do your things and get us all shared out there so that people who don't know what's going on can know what's going on.
Yeah. See, we're live.
Yeah. So get us going on. I will burn time here and talk about things that don't matter, like I don't know, your hair.
It's wonderful, isn't it?
Well, it don't matter. Hair don't matter. Not on a man. Bald heads, fine. You do hit a lot of buttons. I tell you what, look at it. Man, look at this all popping up on my screen. You oughta, you know, I don't know, there ought to be some way to put those all together. Yeah, you just hit one time, you know.
I need like a macro on my phone to do that, but
yeah,
you know.
macro, like, is that like a macro and cheese? What is that?
That's exactly what it is, actually. Macro and cheese. Yeah.
All right. So, again, we're just letting people gather and let him hit his buttons so that he can concentrate on being my sidekick. But it does look like we got enough people in here to get started. So
we are up to 10.
This here is what you call another future classic episode of Chatter of the Squirrels. This is episode 59. And I am your primary host, Darren.
I am
He's the other chap here. That's my son, Alan. He is the
one you tune in for.
The non-primary host, if you will. And we endeavor every week to bring you all the information you need to know about our little local community. And sometimes we get outside of that, you know, with Pro Tour Magic stuff. And we do a lot of Magic content, primarily.
Mostly
Magic. We really need to find a way to work in more other content. I know that you're working on another spin-off of this program for board games.
Yes.
But we ought to work in more board game material in this show. But we are primarily worried about our little community here in Mountain Grove, south central Missouri, if you will. And so that's who we mainly go after. But if you're watching this from far, far away, thank you for doing so. We appreciate it. And, you know, we're just going to have a good time, maybe throw you some curved balls and talk about board games once in a while, or pitch a slider and get onto some RPGs. RPGs are big right now with COVID-19. Everybody in the grip of that. I've been selling a lot of D&D 5th edition stuff. People are playing that at home. It's a good way to pass a lot of time with. Whole families can enjoy that. So if you haven't tried it, maybe you should. If you have, maybe you should try some more of it.
I agree.
So even if you got the old books, you can still play those. So are you still hitting buttons?
I'm just making sure I got it.
Man, I tell you what, maybe you just need to work behind the scenes.
Well,
maybe you're not the face anymore.
Well, I am. I mean, look at this face.
Well, if we're calling that a face, then we're calling it a face. Anyway, we have canceled all our events. If you guys have been following along, you know, people and 6 foot space, which we aren't observing, but we are, unfortunately, I have to say we have some relation. And even though we don't live in the same house, I'm not going to give up seeing my grandkids and stuff. Not at this point anyway. So we are pretty careful. We don't see each other a lot, but we do cross paths a little bit. So I do want to give a couple shout outs right at the top to Charles Rogers and to John Bailey, who both participated last week in the at-home FNM. They were the only two who submitted their screenshots to me to get codes for their virtual sleeves to put on their virtual cards, and in my opinion, they look virtually nice. So thank you guys. Appreciate that. I thought we might be scrambling for stuff to talk about, since you know, I'm all but shut down thanks to Governor Parsons. He's not going to shut us down. So I'm trying to stay open, selling stuff when I can, you know, but not running any events, obviously. But there is a lot of stuff going on, especially with the Ikoria previews.
Yeah,
starting today. So we're going to get to those, but we're going to slow roll you into those. We got few other things to go over first. I'm not sure where we need to start, so I'm just going to start rambling, and we may kind of kick back and forth on some stuff here. I've got several topics, and some of them are long, some are short, some tie together. So just bear with us. We're going to try to get relevant.
The quarantine has been weird times. I don't know.
Yeah, if you don't follow my Facebook page, I'd sure like if you'd go like that page, friend me on Facebook.
Yeah.
I can invite you to events if you're local and so forth. And I posted up a lot of stuff over the last few days about, the F&M at home events.
Right.
I posted up the Ikoria stuff earlier today, so you might want to pull those up when we start talking about them a little later. Go find a spoiler for those. Pull up some of the information on Ikoria when we start talking about Mutate.
It's just day one, but they dropped quite a few cards already.
A lot of info, yeah. So, but a lot of that stuff I post on my Facebook, and you would have access to it if you would go there and pay attention, So, at home, no, we're going to talk about the Discord first, right?
Yeah, let's hit on the Discord. We got our Discord for Grove Gamer Guild set up this last week, so a whole bunch of you guys joined.
It was pretty easy because Watsy had a template made for LGSs, and I just kind of had to log in and do some stuff.
Right. Saw you guys, a whole bunch of you guys have logged in.
About 20 of you.
There's been some discussion. I know Zach was trying to figure out if anybody wanted to play some D&D over on Saturday evenings, and there's been some stuff, but just want to make sure, do we need to be posting some more stuff for you guys? Should you guys be posting some more stuff? I'd like to see a little bit more chatter happening on there as well. Everybody conversing, because we can't get in here to the guild.
You can't get in here and us talk. I mean, I'm still open, so you can come in and see me, after work or on Saturday or something. But is this a good way for us to keep together as a community? Is this a place we're going to be able to meet and play games, or talk about playing games, or talk about what's going on, the Ikoria spoilers and so forth? Is this something you guys want to do? Message me, hit me up in the Discord. I do have that pinned to the top of my page, yes. So I don't know on mobile if you can find it that way, but if you have a PC, I know it's pinned to the top of my Facebook page with the link for the invite to the Discord. If you need an invite for the Discord, shoot me a PM. Yep. I can get you one that way.
Either one of us.
Whatever.
I can get one to you as well.
He's also an admin, so he can take care of that. So we just want to know, is that what we need to be doing, or is this Discord thing just a flash in the pan? I'd like to see somebody using it, for communication, using it. There's some virtual tables set up in there. I don't know how that works. There's tables set up for D&D. There's tables set up for Magic. Use those things, guys. Let me know.
I haven't done it yet, but maybe someone here will hit me up with a message, and we'll try to figure it out. I'd love to try to play some paper Magic over computer if it need be. I'd love to play a game right now. I've been keep meaning to try it, so maybe somebody hit me up and we'll actually try it. We'll sit down, try to figure it out this evening, tomorrow, even one day. One day coming up here. It'd be fantastic this weekend if you're not working. I'm not working any weekend right now, so I'm free to play some if you guys want to try to figure that out.
One of the things I posted up there was the Create a Card contest, which we started in the past week.
Right.
We were talking about doing one, and I posted up some basic rules for it.
He posted up a sample card. I'm going to try to get my sample card up this week.
Yeah, I posted up Darren's Squirrel Friend.
I'm not eligible to win, but I do want to make
Neither
one
am
anyway.
I, but I wanted to see what one looked like. So I posted one up. But, use MTG Cardsmith, and there is a place to make a Planeswalker card. You just got to look. It's a little drop-down menu. I can send you a link to that, or there's one already in the Discord if you can't find it. Use your own picture. You don't have to name it after you, but just to get around the artwork thing, I can't draw worth a squat, so I thought we'd just use our own pictures, make Planeswalkers of ourselves was the idea, but some people aren't wanting to name for whatever reason. That's fine. Still use a picture of yourself. That way, we don't have to worry about, copyright and all that.
And we know exactly whose it is.
So build that up.
One thing real quick that we had mentioned before that we found we can't do on MTG Cardsmith, though, with the Planeswalker, is even though we wanted to tell you guys to let them have the static ability of they can be your commander, apparently so far on MTG Cardsmith, we cannot add static abilities to Planeswalkers.
I haven't figured out how to do that, so you can't do that. But make it
it's implied.
Make it to where it would be suitable as such, okay? And you still got 2 weeks to do that. The deadline is midnight the 15th.
Yep.
just like if it were taxes, since the government's not using that date, we thought we would. They pushed theirs back 3 months, but we're going to hold that. And then on Chatter in 2 weeks, we'll show you the winner, and we'll talk about the winner. So that's going on. And then whoever wins is going to be able to use that in future Commander games here at the Guild. So
that'll be sweet.
That's your prize, okay? It's not going to make you rich and famous or anything. That's your prize.
But it's going to be really cool.
Are you following along with any of the chat
I am.
there just to make sure? Okay.
They're chatting. Shirley's trying to convince people to play board games over webcam with her. So
I set up, it didn't come with one, I set up a channel for board games on the Discord as well.
Yeah,
so if you want to talk about board game stuff, get into that channel.
I believe Shirley's already made a couple comments in there.
Okay.
Like I said, he did mention it earlier, we will have board game videos coming to you guys really soon. The editing on that has taken me more time than I would have expected, trying to condense an almost hour and a half long game down to 30 minutes or less. So, but it should be coming by this weekend. I am planning to have it up.
He said he didn't have anything better to do, but, you know.
It's hard listening to my whole family argue over a board game over and over and over.
Over and over, and cutting out the bad parts and leaving the good parts, or vice versa, however you did that.
You know, I do it at night after everybody's went to bed, but I've listened to the kids yell all day, and then I put on my headphones and start watching the video, and I'm listening to the kids yell all night, so...
So another thing I posted on the Discord was about the at-home FNMs.
Right.
Which I gave the shout-outs at the beginning. There's another one tomorrow night where you can play with anything. You can build any standard deck.
All access, yeah.
Yeah, all access. All right. So, and for those who play tomorrow, give me a screenshot of where they played in it. I've got codes, a limited number, to hand out for some different virtual sleeves for your virtual cards that I virtually am sure that you'll love. So that's going on tomorrow, and the thing is I'm trying to figure out, WotC debuted in an alpha state a new Wizard event reporter this week.
Yes.
So
we knew it was coming for a while.
Well, it wasn't supposed to come out until this summer.
Yeah.
But they're trying to boost it out there so that we can events, because they've also graciously allowed LGSs who are having trouble not being able to run events to charge $10, up to $10, to run events using MTG Arena. So my plan is to use this new event reporter. It's called Event Link currently, but that's not necessarily the final name.
Right.
Along with MTG Companion. So you guys don't need to worry about the event reporter, but if you could go to your Google Play Store or whatever, I don't remember.
Whatever your app store is.
Yeah, I don't remember if it's available on iOS or not.
I'm not sure.
I'm an Android guy. But anyway, go to get MTG Companion, download that app, and what it is that once I start this event, I can send you a code. Mm-hmm. You can log into that event, and your pairings will come straight to your phone.
It's pretty cool.
And then when you're done, you'll go direct challenge on MTG Arena your opponent.
Yep.
And then when you guys are done, you'll report your result to me through the MTG Companion app, and then we'll move to the next round when everybody's done that. It'll be the same thing, 3 rounds, 50-minute rounds, just like normal, except you'll be playing on Arena.
Yep.
So, it's pretty simple to do. You guys download apps all the time. Yep. It's a simple app. Come in real handy for you. It will have on there your username and your MTG Arena username.
Right. So when you go to direct challenge, it'll be plug that into Arena.
It'll tell you who you need to go challenge.
And once again, you'll report the round. I assume both players will report the round on the app, and when as long as they both match, then
whoever reports it, their opponent will see it pop up on their phone, and if it was reported incorrectly, then they can challenge it, let me know. Maybe you fumble-fingered it or whatever, but you can let me know. So after the round is completed, I'll enter all that, make new pairings, it'll come out to the Companion. Now, if you don't get Companion and you want to play, then you can just check on Discord. I will put it on there.
Yep.
All right?
We'll have it all on the Discord server as well.
So,
but the MTG Companion is going to be a real easy way to do it, guys.
Real easy way to do it. My plans are to try tomorrow night for the first time. It may have a few hiccups, but if I can get enough people that are interested in play, I have an event set for tomorrow, a maximum of 8 players. It's a $10 entry. You'll be playing standard, okay? You'll pay me by going to my website, grovegamersguild.com. You'll look under event, and under event, you'll find At Home FNM.
FNM Home is technically what you titled it, but yes.
No. Oh. I called it, now you already got me befuzzled. It's called At Home FNM. FNM Home is what I named the event on Event Link.
Sorry, wrong.
Yeah, he don't know what he's talking about, but he tries to. So, you know, it's okay. I still mostly like him. He's okay. So, you would go to my website, or you can come in here and do it in person if you're local, which is who I made this event for.
Right.
You could stop by and give me your $10. That's the entry fee. Maximum of 8 people, and the reason that is I don't believe there's any way in there for me to limit how many rounds, and I just want it to be 3 rounds. So if we had 9 people, it ended up making us play 4 rounds. So I just limited to 3 rounds like all our FNMs are. So you'd go in there, first you'd pay me, I would have you registered, I'll send you a code, you'll log into MTG Companion, or you'll go to MTG Arena, make your direct challenge, and you'll play those people. You'll have 50-minute rounds. Report back to me, either through the Companion or the Discord. The prizes for this event are going to be the promo packs. You know, normally we open the promo packs, the universal promo packs. Well, since we're not holding events, we're not opening anymore, but I have 8 packs a week to give away. So, for this event, first place is going to get both the foil packs I get for the week.
Oh, that's a pretty good prize for
foil packs. Second place gets 4 regular packs.
That's pretty
good. And then
good.
Third and fourth each get a pack. Okay? That's if I get 8 players. Now, if I get less than 8 players, we'll do less than 8 packs.
We'll adjust the packs. Yeah.
I'll adjust the packs, the pricing, okay? But it'll play out to the top 4 if we get 8. Probably pay out for less than 8. It'll probably pay out just the top 2. But I will adjust that prize payout depending on how many we get entered, okay?
That's a pretty good prize. That's pretty good pricing. I mean, they're small packs, but I mean, winning first and getting those foils, 2 foil packs is a good pull.
You know, I'm always about the expected value playability. But if you want to look at the money value, I went out, looked on eBay. Those foil packs are going $15 to $20 a piece, and the regular ones are $5 or $6 a piece. So it's not a bad. It's a good way. I'm gonna plug just a little bit. It's a good way to support your LGS, whether it's me or somewhere else. If you're watching from somewhere else, if they're running these kinds of events, support them.
Yeah.
Please do. These are not going to be shipped anywhere. If you can't come and pick this up physically, either now or after the COVID-19, it'll have your name on it. I'll have it.
We'll set it back.
Then don't play. I'm not shipping it to Brazil or Arkansas, either one, okay? I'm not shipping it to Springfield or St. Louis. If you can't come and get it, don't play to win a pack, all right? That's just the plain and simple of it. I'm trying to keep my local guys and gals busy playing some Magic. You're also going to get those virtual sleeves we talked about because it's an FNM event.
Right. Yeah, you mentioned...
If you guys want to play something else, we got limitations on Arena. It's just standard, Brawl, and Historic. That's the only 3 formats you have available.
That are the only 3 formats that are always available.
Shoot something to the Discord if you want me to run a Brawl event or a Historic event. I can do something with that with some of the packs for next week if you'd rather do that. Let me know. I need communication, guys. I need to know what you want to play.
We want to be able to keep doing events for you guys, getting prizes out to you guys. I mean, a lot of us play every week. That's just what we were used to, and this is getting hard. I don't know how the cabin fever's hitting other people, but I miss my Thursday nights and my Friday nights. So let us know what you guys want to do, and we'll figure out the best way to make it work.
Yeah, and if Arena's not your bag, or you want to play Paper Magic, I shared, again, on the Discord, I shared an article, and there's a lot of other articles about how to play using your phone or your webcam and play Paper Magic. Lots of folks are doing it. You can play it over the Discord channel.
Yep.
I won't profess to know how to do it, but if you're smart, I guess you can figure it out.
Like
And you've got audio, video capabilities on those channels, and that's what the tables are for. That's what the rooms are for if you want to play D&D.
Yep.
So if you guys are interested in playing that way, let me know. I can run a tournament that way, or I can run some kind of commander thing. If 4 of you want to do a commander table, and you want to do something with that, and I can come up with some of these promo cards that we had already open and use those as prizing. I'll just need to charge an entry fee.
Yep.
You know, maybe $5 or whatever, and you guys do a commander table, and you guys decide how you want. I can just randomly assign. I don't like prioritizing winning for commander, but we can do random prizes for that.
Right. And yeah, I mean, that applies to anything, guys. I know we are all real hyped about Pioneer, and we've been playing a lot of Pioneer recently, and this has really shut us down. If we want to try to play over Discord, I'm all on board. Like I said, somebody hit me up. We'll figure out how it works. We'll try to spread the word to everybody, and we'll...
Pauper, if you want to do Pauper, Modern, whatever you can get a group together for. If you get enough people that are interested, I'll run one of those, and I'll give out these promo packs till they're gone, guys. And then I still have the singles that we had opened. I got those to give out as well. They're still here. You know, that's still the thing.
We can do about everything other than draft. Just sadly, I don't I don't really know how we can make a draft work out, but...
Yeah, I don't think that still works in Arena, right? Because you draft against bots, and then...
Even over Discord with cameras and stuff, I don't know if we each came in and bought 3 packs and went back home, and you can't really pass them, so...
But speaking of that, I'm going to jump right in.
Yeah.
Right now, I'm still running a promotion, because I had a couple of drafts I was going to do with some of these. I'm not done with them yet.
Yeah.
We can't draft them, so I've been doing a little mini-master thing. So right now you buy 2 packs for $15. Okay, it's 16 something with tax.
Yeah.
You play me, because I'm always here. You come in. This is a physical thing. You have to come in.
Right.
You play me, a mini master, and if you beat me, you get a 3rd pack.
Not bad.
If I win, then you get a drawing ticket, and that pack goes into a prize pool, which we are going to draw out of next Thursday night.
Next Thursday night on Chatter.
And if I still have these things left, we might continue it after it. But there will be a prize drawing next Thursday.
Yeah.
Currently, there's 2 packs in there and only 2 names in there. So those guys have a 50-50 shot of pulling 2 extra packs.
Not bad.
I think these things are $8 or $10 a pack if you were to buy them on the internet.
Oh, yeah.
So anyway, just something I'm trying to do. It's real quick. You come in and play 1 game. I've got lands already set aside that have been more than 24 hours or COVID free.
Yeah.
And we'll just keep track of life on a Post-it or something, and we won't cut each other's cards and everything. We'll be all safe. So anyway, come out and try that. And while we're talking about mystery boosters, if you haven't heard, Wizards of the Coast done a really nice thing, is in the process of doing another really nice thing, and that is they're going to do a reprint of these and send X number of boxes, I don't know how many, and I don't know when, of this product to the LGSs, and they're not going to cost us anything.
Free of charge.
Now, I know my local guys aren't thinking this, but I'm not giving those away, and you're not getting free drafts out of them. I'm going to sell them, and all the money will go straight to your LGS, whether it's me or if you're somewhere else. If you're in Arkansas or Brazil or Puerto Rico or wherever you are, your LGS is going to get to keep all the money. And during this time, that's important.
And that is an incredible gesture by WotC.
It is. I don't know if I'm getting 1 box, 5 boxes, 10, I don't know.
Right, but it's incredible. So another great way to support your LGS once you're able to get out and go to your LGS. Buy some of the mystery boosters. That's money straight into their pocket to help keep those doors open, which is obviously important if we want a place to continue to play Magic. I don't know. I'm maybe going a little out of turn here, but I'm going to go ahead and jump in.
We're rambling.
Since you mentioned WotC doing something nice and sending something out to stores free of charge, let's jump on board with something we found out about yesterday on our on the wonderful day of April 1st. We had the most impressive April Fool's joke WotC has ever done, I believe. Especially
it was a good one.
Especially mostly impressive because it's maybe not fully a joke. They did a thing, secret lair what did they call it here? Secret Lair, the greatest cards of all time.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
4 cards.
Ever.
The greatest cards ever. Magic
Ever.
the Gathering, greatest cards of all time ever. And that would be Stormcrow, Goblin Snowman, Mudhole, and Squire.
Yeah.
Wonderful, fantastic
Just
card.
3 words for you. Full Art Storm Crow. Okay, that's 4 words, but if you've been around and you're an enfranchised player, you know Full Art Stormcrow is all you need to know. The other 3 cards are gravy.
Yeah, Full Art Stormcrow, that's money in the bank right there.
That is correct. So there's really not a lot said other than they're actually listed on the Secret Lair side, and they have said that sometime in the future they're sending these to LGSs.
Free of charge, I do believe they said as well on this one.
Yeah, it's an odd thing. I mean, they've got artwork and everything, so they spent money to make the artwork. I think they're making the cards.
You know, just to make sure that there's nobody that doesn't understand here for us, these are some of the worst cards ever made in the history of Magic. That's the joke, guys.
Except Stormcrow.
Well,
Squire, Goblin Snowman, Mudhole.
but
Stormcrow.
You play that so that you could force a will, just so you know. But yeah, it looks like they're actually making this. There is artwork, fantastic original full artwork for each of these cards, new artwork, meme-tastic artwork. There is a Noah Bradley shirtless self-portrait there, guys. That is Squire. There was time put into this.
He's really talked about that a little bit too much since he got here.
Well, it's been posted everywhere.
Apparently, you don't go to the everywhere places I go to because I hadn't even heard of it.
Oh, I'm just saying.
There's different everywheres.
Reddit is everywhere.
Yeah, I don't go there because they're mean.
Not really. They're just honest.
I get enough of that in real life.
Oh, they're mean. But no, it's fantastic, and yeah, it sounds like these are actually going to go out to stores at some point.
It says physically printing these cards would result in a hilarious tear in the fabric of reality, causing the very concept of time, magic, and Taco Tuesday to become completely meaningless. For that reason, we will not be printing this Secret Lair at this time, but they'll be available in WPN stores sometime in the future. However, since you have your wallet open, and then they ask you to donate during this time to the American Red Cross.
Yeah.
So I don't believe they say anywhere they're going to go to the stores for free, unless you found it somewhere else.
I saw it in another release. It wasn't this page, but I could have swore I saw it somewhere else that they were going to send them out. Just kind of, yeah. That's what I thought I had read, but I'll have to double check that.
Maybe it's listed somewhere else. Anyway, it was a great April Fool's thing.
It was.
And it's not really an April Fool's thing if they actually make it.
Yes.
So does that make it a better April Fool's or a worse April Fool's?
I don't know.
Oh, they're not really making that, and then they make it. Is that better?
I feel like they have to make it with the time and effort they've put into. Like I said, there's artwork, there's everything.
There's a lot of stuff there, yeah.
If not, they put a lot of time and money into a fantastic joke.
Yeah. So another way you can help me as an LGS or your local LGS if you're from outside the area is that Channel Fireball is generously donating 10% of whatever you spend to play Magic Fest or buy Magic Fest in a box, and you put in my affiliate code, Grove Gamers Guild, all caps. They send 10% to me. So if you're playing in any of those events or you want Magic Fest in a box, then pick those up, put my affiliate code in, and a little bit of money gets kicked back to me. And this time when things are kind of uncertain and slow, I will take it. You know, things are really slow around here. So again, like to run some arena events for those who want them. And yes, it's a $10 entry and you're getting promo packs, but I tried to put the value in there. So if we need to do something else, let me know. Players Tour Series 2 got canceled, if you hadn't heard, on the professional scene. And the MPL season is deemed unrecoverable.
Yeah. And we got 5 more Magic Fest
all the way until July. So no Magic Fest until July unless you play the online one.
Another great time to bring up online Magic Fest. Yeah. Don't forget to enter that code if you do. I've been thinking about doing one maybe this coming up week. It sounds like a good way to spend a day, kill a day, possibly.
Scratch your itch in this social distancing era. I'm going to ask that you please don't forget about your LGS when this is all over. Don't get too in love with the digital side. Remember the paper side.
I want to feel cards in my hand again.
Let's throw the shout outs to all the small businesses out there.
Oh, yeah.
Mom and pop shops. Restaurants. If you got a favorite restaurant and they're offering pickup, curbside, or a drive-through, don't forget to patronize them now.
Yeah.
I know you need to hold up, but don't forget to patronize them. They're trying to scrape by. So if you like going to a certain Mexican, Chinese, American, whatever it is that you like near you, keep going as long as you can and patronize them so that they can make it through this time as well.
Yeah, that's going to be very important, especially restaurants. The restaurant business is a hard business.
Hey guys, at the end of this, we are going to be doing a drawing for the March Madness trading thing that I had, and I had a few people who brought me stuff in for trade, and I've got some goodies to give away.
Ooh,
so I will be drawing those at the end. Right now, we're just going to leap right into Ikoria stuff, I believe, if there's not been any.
Did you say Ikoria?
I believe I said Ikoria.
Oh, okay.
You might have said Ikoria. I don't know. But I said Ikoria. So anyway, we got the trailer drop today, and I don't remember if I shared that or not, but it's on that interweb thing.
Yeah.
If you just go out there and Google for it, Google will show it to you. But the trailer dropped today, and it was a whammy, all right? So go look at some big old monsters, all right? And we got previews. We got a mechanics article.
Yeah.
We got information on what's in the collector's boosters. There's a world building article out there that tells you kind of why the monsters are and what the plane is like.
Planeswalker's Guide.
Yeah, it's called the Planeswalker's Guide. I'm calling it world building, but it's the Planeswalker's Guide. They've done them before. There's monsters on this world and there's humans. So sorry, goblin lovers. Sorry, elf lovers. Sorry, merfolk lovers. None of those things. It's humans.
Humans or monsters.
Yeah.
When we say monsters, we mean stuff like Nightmare Meat Beast Elemental, and they're monsters. They're
monsters. And complexity's been it ebbs and flows over time, but with this set, I feel like complexity got ramped up to an 11. All right, and we might have got all the way to convoluted if you don't just slow down, read your cards, study your abilities, and figure out what you're doing.
So let's hit a couple things where we talk about this complexity.
Let's do the easy one first.
All right.
A returning mechanic.
Cycling.
We all know what that does already. Easy to understand.
Thank goodness.
We got that covered. So that's in the set. And there are some, at least one, because one of the cards they previewed is Cycling 1.
Yeah.
And we know that's pretty busted.
That's pretty good.
Cycling 1 is good.
One generic, let's rephrase that. They're cycling for one generic.
One generic.
Usually if you do see cycling for one, it's a colored mana.
Right. So that's on, let's just go ahead, because we're going to be doing spoilers. So that's on...
Draneth Stinger.
He's a bear.
He's a bear. It's
red bear.
Draneth Stinger's a 2/2 for a red and 1. He is a creature human wizard. He has cycling for 1, as we said, but whenever you cycle another card, Draneth Stinger deals 1 damage to each opponent. That is a bear with a heck of a lot of upside.
It's got a bite.
Yeah. Actually, it's got a sting.
Well, bears don't sting.
That one does.
Whatever.
But yeah, so we got cycling back, which is fantastic.
Let's do companion next.
Companion.
There's 10 companion cards. Companion's a new thing that they're using to convey bonds.
Yeah.
On Ikoria, if you read that Planeswalker's Guide, they'll talk about bonds, how some humans are able to bond with some of the monsters. So companion is their way of representing that inside the game.
To put it in another term, they're trying to bring a little element of commander to regular constructed play.
A little bit.
How a companion will work if you're using the companion ability. First off, these creatures with companion, you can play them like a normal creature. put them in your deck, play them for the normal mana cost.
Just ignore the companion thing.
And ignore the companion thing.
And I believe they're all legendary creatures, at least all that we've seen so far.
I believe so.
So you can actually use them as a commander in a commander deck.
Yes. But companion, what it means is that you can actually, they have a deck building restriction. I'm going to go to this one that's right here in front of us, Garuda, Doom of Depths. Has companion. Your starting deck contains only cards with even converted mana cost. So that is the deck building restriction that you must have adhered to play this as your companion. And when it's your companion, it's actually in your sideboard. It's not in your starting 60. You'll show that chosen companion at the beginning of your game to your opponent. And it will sit, they do not ever use the word command zone, but it sits outside the game and can be cast essentially like the command zone. It is not in the command.
It can be cast once.
It can be cast once.
There's no tax.
There is no tax, but
so as soon as you have the mana to cast it, you can cast it from your sideboard or whatever zone it's considered.
It's technically in your sideboard, but it's castable from your sideboard. And then it'll act as, this one, when it enters the battlefield, each creature or each player puts the top 4 cards of their library into their graveyard. Put a creature card with an even converted mana cost from among those cards your control. That would still trigger if you cast it normally, and it's not your companion. But obviously, if you did, you will only have even converted mana cost cards, so you will have a much greater chance of hitting one into the top 4.
Sure.
But that is how companion is going to work. It's very interesting. They will work in Commander as well.
They will. And in fact, they made one that works so good in Commander, it's already been pre-banned.
It is pre-banned. Lutri, I believe, is the name.
Yeah, can we pull that up here?
Lutri, the Spell Chaser. Its companion requirement is that each non-land card in your starting deck has a different name.
And it's a 3/2 creature with flash, and it costs hybrid, blue-red, and 1. And then it copies a spell when it comes in.
Right.
And this is already banned.
A spell you control.
A spell you control. Already banned in Commander, and the reason is it's just a free card.
It's a free card. It's a free 101st card.
Yeah, it doesn't count towards your 100, and it can just set out there, and when you're ready to play it, you just play it. It's just a free card.
Yep.
So that's already been banned. The committee, the RC already said no.
Yeah.
So
it's an interesting ability though. Like I said, it brings a little bit of a Commander feel into a constructed environment, and we'll see how that goes. They all have a different, like I said. Well, that one,
the Simic one, you have to play with stuff that costs 3 or more, other than your lands.
3 or more. I believe there's one that may be the opposite of that. That's lower to the ground as well. And
I'm not sure. We don't have them all yet. But I believe there are 10 color combinations. All the color combinations are represented.
Yeah.
So those are going to be neat as they spoil those to us.
Right. So
preview those to us.
Preview those to us.
Yeah.
It's also, by the way, Lutri is also banned in Brawl right off the bat. Brawl and Commander straight off the bat because they are singleton formats.
Right.
I do like the idea of trying to play it in Standard and having to play a singleton in Standard, though. It'd be very interesting. Well, that's Companion, and then the other big one, guys, the one we knew was coming.
We knew it was called Mutate. We just didn't know how it worked.
We didn't know how it worked.
It might be the weirdest thing yet.
It is a little bit of Bestow, a little bit of Host Augment, a little bit of... It's a lot of things, kind of.
So I tried to write down here. I don't know if I've done a good job. Let's see. They let you change an existing creature by playing the Mutate card for an alternate casting cost. So it's a regular card, but it has a Mutate cost. Instead of just playing it as a straight-up creature. So it's sort of like you're bestowing. You're mutating. You're changing the existing creature and doing another effect. So it's kind of like Bestow, except it's not.
Except it's not.
So if the creature you're trying to mutate gets killed while you're trying to mutate it, just like with Bestow, that creature just lands as a creature all its own.
Yep.
So you don't get 2 for 1 on that. All right. However, if once you have it mutated, they kill it, you are going to get 2 for 1.
You are going to get 2 for 1.
Unlike Bestow, the enchantment Bestow does not fall. It falls off if it's a Bestow. A mutation doesn't. because it's part of the creature.
And here's the interesting thing. It works exactly like that for any zone it may get moved to. If they bounce a mutated thing, everything on that stat, because you can mutate more than once, is going to be bounced to your hand.
It's all one creature.
It's all one creature. If it's exiled, it's all going to exile. Bottom of the library, they all go to the bottom of the library, and you get to choose the order. I did read that.
Yeah.
So things like that, it will all move as one, as if it were one card.
If the creature on the battlefield that you're mutating has been out there for a full turn, it is legal to attack. When you mutate it, it's still legal to attack.
It is still legal to
Doesn't
attack.
get new summoning sickness. You just change that creature.
Right. Now, there are a lot of mutate triggers. That's the big thing. So it's not just like auras where you're getting 4 for 1 to, essentially at one point if they kill it and all of it dies. A lot of these mutate creatures have mutate triggers. Let's go over an example card.
Sure.
We'll start here with the one they use even in their video. Cloud Piercer. It's a common. It's a red and 4 for a 5/4 dinosaur with reach. Whenever this creature mutates, you may discard a card. If you do, draw a card. But it has its mutate cost of a red and 3. And mutate specifically says, when you look at the reminder text on mutate, if you cast this spell for its mutate cost, put it over or under target non-human creature you own. They mutate into the creature on top, plus all abilities from under it.
So let's break that down. First off, you can't mutate a human.
Right.
Humans are not monsters on Ikoria. Humans are humans, okay? When you mutate, you choose one of those creatures to be the primary. That's going to be the one on top. And the one on top is going to be the name, and it's going to have the creature type, and it's going to have the power and toughness.
Right.
And then it's going to have all the abilities. So this particular creature has reach, and whenever this creature mutates, it has the rummage ability.
Right.
So, and it's a 5/4. So if you mutated a little creature, you might want to put that on top so that it now is a 5/4.
Right.
But if you're mutating a bigger creature, you might want to mutate that to the bottom so you keep, like if it's Euro and you're mutating him, you might want it to stay at 6/6 and mutate that to the bottom.
Right.
Another thing that was interesting that we learned from Reblogatog, so y'all ought to watch that
that
when it gets posted in a couple days, is that if you O-ring mutated creature,
Yes.
then when the O-ring goes away, all of those things come back in as individual creatures.
Right.
They don't come back together. You'll get, so if you had 4 mutations there, you'll get 4 creatures.
Yeah.
Or 5, I guess.
Yeah.
A creature and 4 mutations, you'll get 5.
Yeah.
Just be careful. If you stack 4 mutations on one thing and it gets murdered, you just got 5 on one. That could be
with these mutate triggers, like this one lets you rummage and so like that. So to give you incentive to keep mutating one to build this big creature. And I want to jump back for just a moment. Shirley asked a great question here. We had talked about and we missed it here with Companion. These deck building restrictions. A couple people have asked the questions about how deck building restrictions. So just real quick, it's essentially self-regulating, guys. Like even casting cost. Well, if they show that as their chosen companion.
Yeah, you show the companion before you start the game. So you're going to already know they can only have each.
So if they ever cast an odd numbered card,
They're going to lose.
You're going to call a judge.
It's cheating.
Right, and obviously it's self-regulating. They're not going to do that because they know they can't play that card, and why would you put dead cards into your deck?
Yeah, why would you put a card you can't play in there?
As Mayro pointed out on Reblogatog, it would be no different than calling a judge over when somebody casts the 5th copy of a spell out of their deck.
Yeah. Hey, you've already played 4 ops. That's the 5th opt.
Right.
It'd be no different than that.
No different than that. So we don't need to be deck checking everybody and anything. It should be completely self-regulating the way that it works. But that is a good question. Thank you, Shirley. We should hit on that here.
Yep. Sorry, we missed that one. We've done a Reblogatog episode earlier, and now I'm sure that looked great. He hit a wrong button.
I hit a
somewhere.
wrong button.
I don't know what he's doing, but you know.
Fat fingers. You know?
Fat fingers. So Mutate's going to be really cool.
Mutate, it will...
I can see you building something, you know, that's like 3 or 4 deep in like draft or seal, but constructed, man, unless they got some really cool, like some hexproof or some indestructible kind of stuff, that's going to be pretty dangerous and constructed to start stacking them very deep. 3 for 1s feel bad.
3 for 1s feel real bad, but you know, Mutate's just, it's kind of cool, guys. I just gotta be honest. It is a cool ability. We've been wondering for, what, 6-8 months since they said Ikoria was coming?
A long time, yeah. Exactly how it was going to work.
How we were going to build our own monsters. So it's really interesting. I think it'll be a learning curve to it. We'll all have to take a little bit to get used to it, but it looks like it's going to be pretty cool, to be honest. We got another mechanic, I guess you could say.
You talking about the counters?
I'm talking about the counters. We had mentioned before that Mero had said in his teasing of Ikoria that there were going to be 13 different kinds of counters altogether, and we've now learned what most of them are.
Yeah, we're missing a couple, I think, because we got the counter punch-out cards. They showed us that.
Yeah.
So basically it's using, I don't know, I think all of them were evergreen
all
abilities.
Our evergreen keyword abilities.
Keyword abilities, and it grants it to a creature with the use of a token. So a good example is that Fully Grown there. It's a green and 2 for an instant that says target creature gets +3/+3 till end of turn. Put a trample counter on it. So this is pretty sweet. I mean, we've had cards before that gave something a boost and trample, but then it was gone at the end of the turn. This is giving it a
more
boost.
confusing sometimes when it's not gone at end of turn, but there's no way to
to track it,
to signify it, because there's a couple spells that do that.
But this is going to put a trample counter on it, and then it'll maintain trample. So if you got a way to boost it later, it'll still have trample.
Right.
And they've got it for flying, death touch, lifelink, first strike, double strike,
menace.
Oh, we're going to forget some.
Yeah, but there's about 10 different abilities or so.
Yeah, that we know of. +1/+1 counters. So
thankfully they did the punch out cards, like you said, like they had done in and Ket and stuff. Those will actually be punch out cards. I think even more franchise players may be using more.
Yeah, I didn't use the others a lot. To be honest, we had, you know, with Embalmed and so forth, we just pulled them out of the sleeves or whatever, and we got by. But I think this time these counters are going to be very handy.
They are. It's going to be keyword soup is essentially the theme of this set. It seems to be
a little bit, yeah. So that's another. I wouldn't call it a mechanic, but it's a feature.
It is different. I mean, they're all mechanics that we already know. They're just being implemented differently. So
another exciting thing that Wizards has done is they've went to Japan and partnered with Toho, who does Godzilla and Mothra and all the big beast movies like that.
Yep.
So if you're a fan of all those, then WotC has partnered with them, and we've got some Godzilla and Mothra stuff in this set.
In this set, we do. We've all joked for a while. You know, we knew the Lair of the Behemoths was coming, and everybody talked about it being the Magic Kaiju set, but they didn't know how right they were.
Spot on.
We actually, the previews have been coming out, and I'll just start by saying that the buy a box promo for this set is Godzilla, King of Monsters. That is the name of the card. That is what it says. We've been doing Booster Fun for a while. We have different versions of cards. We have showcase cards that highlight mechanics. We have borderless. Well, this is part of Booster Fun. We are going to have the Godzilla series of cards available in foil and non-foils.
Well, we've got showcase cards that feature the mutate mechanic.
Yes.
And then we've got a series of 15 cards that highlight the monsters Godzilla, Mothra, and so forth. And there are 3 of those that are Japanese exclusives. But 15 that we'll have access to in English.
Yes.
They
have, we have Brocus, Apex of Forever. He is a two generic, a black, a green, and a blue. He's a Sultai legendary creature here. We have him. He has a mutate ability, so we have his normal card. We have his showcase card, which all the showcase cards, by the way, have this really cool, like, old monster movie poster or comic book like art. It's really
lots of
cool.
line work, very nice.
It's cool. We have Brocus, Apex of Forever in that form. But then also we have Bio Quartz Space Godzilla. Your face is just great right there. That is its type. That is what it's called up at the top. That's where the mana cost is. Under that, there is a smaller box in the frame that says Brocos, Apex of Forever. That is its rules name.
Yeah, so you can play different versions, but you can't have 4 of each of those.
No.
You can have a combined 4 of them.
They are.
You're using that play name.
They are
not the flavor name.
They are the same card, but Bio Quartz Space Godzilla has really cool Godzilla art, and obviously says Bio Quartz Space Godzilla on the top of it. But it is the same card as Brocos Apex of Forever. So that's really cool, really interesting. I believe these are only going to be available as the box top. These will be the box toppers and in the collector's boosters. I believe are not in draft boosters at all.
It's pretty complicated. I have to admit that I don't have it all assimilated yet. That may be correct.
I looked at this quite a bit earlier today, making sure, and yes, okay. It looks like the showcase cards you'll be able to get in booster packs, draft boosters, but the Godzilla series will be in the collector boosters, and they will be your box toppers. We knew we were getting box toppers, and that's what they are.
So we probably ought to spend, and you got this way too so forgive me as I pull it closer here.
I'm farsighted, so that's better, you know.
We need to bring up the one that is super rare now.
Space Godzilla.
Whose original name was Death Corona.
Yes.
Space Godzilla Death Corona. WotC released a statement saying we're going to change it. Future printings would change it. But because these cards were printed months ago...
And they're already out. Well, they're not in the...
Take care of that, and he's now going to be...
Space Godzilla Void Invader.
Void Invader. So...
it's... WotC's always very proactive in making sure they don't cross a line anywhere. I personally don't think this would have offended me or most people, but we never know, and we are still in the middle of this COVID-19 thing.
Lots of people losing loved ones at this time,
right.
So being sensitive is fine.
Yeah. I completely understand it, but yes, they essentially made a very... They've made a collector's piece for sure in those first printings.
It's a nightmare horror with death touch.
Yeah, and it's one of the ones that gives a count. It has cycling for a black and 2, and when you cycle it, you put a death touch counter on target creature you control.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool.
So that is something you should will be in the first. I don't know if in future printings they're going to change it or not. A future print runs of this set.
Oh, yeah.
I know in future printings, like if they put it in a master set or in a core set or something like that, it would be changed.
Oh, no. Will be void.
So only this
first batch that went out.
Yeah.
Every other print run, it will be changed.
I missed that where they said that specifically.
They said that
good that you got it.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons it will become a collector's piece, is that there will be a limited there. We hit on the mechanics, the fact that we have cool Godzilla cards in Magic. We finally have a huge crossover in black bordered Magic, and
so we also got 2 Planeswalkers, and the reason I'm going to bring them up is that the new Vivian's pretty sweet.
Yes, she is.
Okay, but also if you notice, she is a 2 ability Planeswalker at Mythic Rare. And she also has, I guess we're going to call that 2 static abilities?
2 static abilities.
2 static abilities and 2 loyalty abilities. There's no ultimate on her.
No.
But she is 2 green and 3 for 3 loyalty. And she says, so that I can make sure, you may look at the top card of your library any time, and you may cast creature spells from the top of your library. That's her static abilities.
That's pretty cool. It's pretty Vivian feeling.
Her +1 is to create a 3/3 green token. Put your choice of vigilance counter, a reach counter, or a trample counter on it. So you get to choose when you make it. That's pretty sweet.
That is pretty interesting as well.
And then her -2 is when you cast your next creature. Search your converted mana cost, put it on the battlefield, then shuffle your library. So I can't imagine there'll be many times when you'll cast her for 5 mana and then use her -2. That's going to be a rare thing. She's almost always going to be +1 to make a beast, and then the next turn, probably you go to town and throw out a couple of bodies.
Right. Since we're on the Planeswalkers.
Oh yeah.
Can we hit Mr. Sneak?
Sneak attack.
Well, kind of.
He's got sneak attack on his mind ever since Ilhard was made.
I'm telling you, man. We have a new Planeswalker, new character, Luca.
He is from Ikoria.
He is from Ikoria.
He's a native.
Luca, Coppercoat Outcast. He also costs 5. He is 3 and 2 red. 3 generic and 2 red. He has 5 starting loyalty when he comes down. And his +1 ability, exile the top 3 cards of your library. Creature cards exiled this way gain. You may cast this card from exile as long as you control a Luca Planeswalker. So it could be a different Luca Planeswalker even when we see more in the future, which I assume that means we will.
Or another copy of him. It's not
Right.
specific to just this version.
His -2. Here's where we get into that sneak attack. His -2, you exile target creature you control library until you reveal a creature card mana cost. Card onto the battlefield and the rest onto the bottom of your library in a random order. So I play a whole bunch of 1-drops, a whole bunch of elves, Lucas, and Emeralds. Alright.
I still think tokens is the way to go.
And then his ultimate is, well, if you've managed to put some big creatures out there like that. -7, each creature you control deals damage equal to its power to each opponent. Each creature deals damage equal to its power to each opponent.
Guys, there's a lot of really cool stuff. We could just go and go
we
here.
could go as
even
it
for
always
just
is with preview season.
We really need to hit one more before we're done, though. And then we got to bust these packs.
Yep.
We're hitting close to our
We're
hour
hitting
here.
on close to time here.
So we did get spoiled. Godzilla, King of the Monsters,
Yes.
who is actually
Zilrotha. Strength Incarnate.
Incarnate. He's a legendary creature, dinosaur.
He's cool.
A green, a red, and 3. He's a 7 power, 3 toughness creature. But wait,
That sounds right for Gruul.
he has trample. And lethal damage dealt to creatures you control is determined by their power rather than their toughness. So he's really a 7/7
Yeah.
for anything other than like neg one counters or something.
Because that's not damage.
Because it's not damage. So he's pretty cool. So it's sort of a reverse Doran ability.
Reverse Doran, yeah. It's super Gruul though. I mean, it's just
It is super cool.
that is, and it's Godzilla, King of the Monsters. It's awesome. That's our buy a box promo, and I'm excited about it. Okay. We're not busting promo packs. Shirley, the March Madness trading has. Drawing tickets. We're drawing tickets to give away prizes.
Actually, I got some tape over here. Just lay the tickets with each one as we pull them.
All right.
So again, this is for the
this
March
order?
Madness trade. That order, yep.
All right. We're gonna start with a pack of Modern Masters 2015.
If you brought stuff in and traded at least $10 worth, you got at least one ticket in here. So we're gonna pull these, and that's gonna wrap up our show for tonight. If there's not any more questions or comments about anything.
Not
So the
far.
very first M15 pack, and I'll tape these to them to put them back, is gonna be Sky.
Sky.
Sky's the winner of that one, so put it with a name up, would you please? So I don't have to flip them all over.
All right, we have a
kids. These kids today, and these kids for the last 30-some years. I tell you what. I tell you what. The next one.
Another pack.
Trying to make sure I get these all separated here.
I know. Make sure they're jumbled up good.
Another Sky.
Sky got both packs of Modern Masters.
He did trade in a lot of stuff. Not as much as somebody else, but he did trade in a lot of stuff.
We have a signed Sterling Grove from Invasion.
That's an Ivan.
Have a signed Liliana's Caress from M11.
That is another Ivan.
All right.
He traded in a lot of stuff.
Now we're going to some promo packs from different
Planeswalkers.
Yep. Magic 2015 is his first one.
That is a John Bailey.
John Bailey is getting that. Then we have one from 2014.
That's a Sky.
Another Sky.
Some of these have one of these has a Scavenging Ooze in it, and I think one of them has a Vampire Nocturnus. There's a couple of sweet things in these.
Pretty cool.
That's an Ivan.
You know, I ended up winning something because I traded. It looks like that's not going to be an issue.
That also is an Ivan.
This one's a 2013 Duel of the Planeswalkers.
And then the last thing we got there is a set of the
whole set is one
Constellation foil lands. You're about to sling them out all over the place there, big man.
The foil Constellation lands.
And that is also an Ivan.
Woo!
He traded in a lot of stuff.
He traded in a lot of stuff.
So that's your winners. I thank you guys for bringing out the trades. Thank you guys for watching tonight.
So Sky, Ivan, John, Bailey, you guys have stuff here to pick up with whenever you have the
It'll be here when you get a chance. No worries. I'll have it in the back. Just remind me I've got it. I'll tape the names to all of them. And it'll be here when you're ready for it.
Sounds
so
fantastic.
we thank you guys for watching. And we had no more questions or comments that we needed to take care of.
Nothing more to take care of. April just joined in, and I hope you're feeling all right as well, April.
Me too.
Well, guys, we want to thank you so much.
Thank you for watching, and remember, when you can, stop by Grove Gamers Guild, where everybody knows your game. Alan's going to try to hit